Thank you. Thank you, first of all, for all your work, again, on health, education, and jobs. I'm worried, as you've mentioned, 8 years of war, that we might have a third war on our hands with Iran. Many Middle Eastern experts say that more sanctions and more threats are just not going to work, going to lead us into war, and that there are alternative approaches for more effective negotiations. My question is, would you be willing to seriously consider these other alternative approaches, even though they're going to be unpopular with some very influential members of your district?
Well, I'm certainly willing to consider anything. I think that what we're looking at, and you're right now, even though we're sending these additional troops, deploying all these additional troops to Afghanistan, even we know that the war is really Pakistan and Iran. Now, ask me why we're sending people to Afghanistan, I don't know. But we know that the real danger is on the border of Pakistan and Iran. I would say to you that we made some mistakes by being too hasty with decisions to go into other countries early on. We have a president that believes in diplomacy. I don't know if diplomacy will work in the situation of Iran. A lot of us believe that it may not. Yes, we just passed some additional sanctions against Iran this past week before we left. I'm not an expert in foreign affairs. I would have to take into consideration the information that would come to me from those people I believe are experts. And if it came to that, absolutely, I would be more than willing to consider alternatives to what's going on in Iran.
Thanks for coming. The population of the country is expected to reach close to 400 million by mid-part of the century. This means immigrants are flooding in here at the rate of 1 million to 1.5 million a year. Have you thought of strategies to attract more and more to our great cities in the north, especially in this region, but in the northern part of the country?
Let me just say, and I'm not trying to put this on anyone, but really that's really more a state and local function. That's a good answer, right? That's more. But you're right. That is what is going to bring us back. I absolutely agree with you. I mean, I say it in jest, and it's not something that we necessarily can do ourselves, but it's something I would support strongly, is some kind of an agenda or plan to bring more immigrants into our area. Absolutely, because it is what a lot of cities are doing today, which is building up not only their population, but also their education base, their income base. I think it's something that we absolutely need to consider.
Good afternoon. I'm Ann Mackle from the labor movement as well as the city of South Euclid. I'm a little bit perturbed with our health care system that we have in this country. I traveled to Europe. We are one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Going there, I paid a prescription for 10 American dollars and I came back here that cost me 50. And then from there, I can't understand why being one of the wealthiest countries in the world, we can't have national health care. It's such a problem.
Well, I can't understand it either. No, really, if you look at the bill the House passed, we addressed directly prescription drugs. We addressed directly the fact that everyone would be insured. We addressed a lot of the issues that you are concerned about. They're still fighting over the bill right now. Hi, here. They're still fighting over the bill right now in the Senate. Now, they are my colleagues, and I'm not going to be disparaging in any way, so I'm going to stop. We can get it done. We're hoping that we can get this done. Listen, I need your help, though. See, they'll listen to you before they'll listen to me. So call them and tell them. Oh, thank you.
Congressman,
don't tell
them
I said it, though.
Over here.
Yes.
A quick and easy question. In view of the recent cartoons regarding Nina Turner, has the Call and Post lost its leadership in the black community?
Well, first off, let me say this to you. I read a lot of papers. I disagree with most of what I read in most papers. I think that the Call and Post has a First Amendment right to print what they choose, just as I do that the Plain Dealer does. And the other thing that I say about that is I will not be a part of anything that is going to divide the black community in any way, whether it be the Plain Dealer or anyone else. I am not going to get into a discussion about something that is probably not appropriate even to discuss at this point. I am a strong supporter of my community. I'm a strong supporter of the Call and Post. I'm not a strong supporter of the Plain Dealer because I believe that part of the problem that was created when they attacked the Call and Post. I think that I have seen more. I mean, I recall the days of seeing cartoons that were just as bad in the Plain Dealer, and nobody said a word. Now, I'm not saying that it's right. Don't misquote me. But what I'm saying is that they have a right to print what they want, just like anybody else does. We agree or disagree, it's on you. But I think that the one thing I want to do is to move forward with keeping my community together. And I'm not going to be put in a position to choose one side of my community over another, because that is not how we do work in this community, at least not under my term in office. Can I just say that it is my privilege, my honor, and my pleasure to serve you. Thank you.
Today at the City Club, we have been listening to a Friday forum featuring the Honorable Marcia Fudge, representative of Ohio's 11th Congressional District. Thank you, Representative Fudge. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This forum is now adjourned.
For information on upcoming speakers or for podcasts of the City Club, go to cityclub.org.